Okay, so welcome you all to the last class of e-commerce. I think and I hope that more will join the class today. I know it's early morning, but I think it's good to have a revision class early morning. So I hope you don't have any exams paper today, right? And okay, so share screen. Good. I hope you can now see my screen. Participants, yeah. Okay, so welcome again. I think we have all these students connected right now online, and we'll be starting our last class, which is the exams revision class. We had been doing this in the last fourth session, which was exams preparation part 1, and today we will complete it with exams revision part 2. Okay, so more students are joining. Just accept them. Okay. Okay, we have around 10 students. That's good. I hope more of you will join. Okay. Yes, that's about me. And I'm an e-commerce specialist, and I work in international e-commerce projects, notably in Europe, USA, and I do digital marketing, and I am a certified digital marketing professional. For your MBA course, there is no professional certification, but for other courses, undergrad, there are certification that you can do, and which is very good for your profile, for your resume. So if ever you have the chance to do a certification in your field, please go ahead for that. And I'm working on my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe. And in the future, I'm planning to have more videos concerning digital marketing and stuff that students can benefit. So first of all, here is a bit about the assignment feedback. If anybody has not received the assignment, just please send me an email today itself so that I can send you your corrected assignment. And I hope most of you must have received it by now. And this is the feedback. So I'm happy to see that many students have introduced the company at the beginning and has explained the current business model of the company and has talked about the impact of the pandemic on the business. Okay. And this is a bit actually going around the world where many businesses are impacted. And if you are following the news recently, there's even a big store in Mauritius, a brick and mortar store, cash and carry, which is facing difficulties because of the pandemic. Okay, so this is a real case, and maybe tomorrow you could advise such a store what new business model, how can you revamp yourself, how can you save the company and have a viability for the future by adopting a new business model. Okay, so See, I believe your students that will be managers, which will hold, who will hold a leadership position. So it is very important for you to have studied all the modules and to apply them to whenever you have the opportunity to give consultancy. And in the field of e-commerce, I can advise you that adopting online, going digital is what many companies have been doing. Most of you have worked at home, and right now the dissertation I'm supervising is about teleworking mostly. So yeah, things are happening, and whatever you have learned and which you can apply and give consultancy advice, it will be beneficial to many companies or organizations, not only profit making, but organizations. How by adopting digital, what can you do and what are its benefits and what are its risks? Uh, yes, then about the technical part, domain name purchase, I'm happy to see that you have the research about it and you have advice about the web hosting packages. See, this is the basics of e-commerce. I often get calls from people who want to have a website and the basics, and some of them think that they can have it for free, but it's not possible because you have to purchase a domain name and you have to purchase a web hosting package if you want to have a professional website. But if you want to have a website which is okay, like a blogspot website, wordpress.com website, or Wix website, Weebly, etc., then it's another thing where you can't completely and fully customize the website, but you can get a free website. Okay, so you have to know it because this is the basics of going online. Then maybe the future e-commerce classes, maybe if the manual updates, we should include about producing a mobile app because many users have a smartphone, have two smartphones now, and maybe they don't know browsing websites, but it's better for them to download apps and then to use native mobile apps. So this is uh, that m-commerce is one of the trends uh, that is here, and this I think this should be included in your manual. Yes, about the e-commerce platforms, most of you have described the features, some of you have only mentioned, and some have not even discussed about these e-commerce platforms. See, it is very important for you to know these platforms because it is that these software that permit uh, e-commerce to take place. Recently in the news, there is news that is Facebook planning to compete against Amazon, which is one of the biggest marketplaces, and Facebook has been working with Shopify in order to have product catalogs in Facebook. So maybe this will provide it an advantage to compete and become Facebook become a big marketplace and maybe one day compete against Amazon. So there are many other points that you have mentioned, and I have put also some comments. For example, if you mention PayPal in Mauritius, then you have to bear in mind that PayPal doesn't accept the Mauritian currency, and this is a problem. So there are workarounds. For example, you can tell the person to place the order, select PayPal, and then you generate an invoice on PayPal where you convert the Mauritian currency to USD, and then the person makes the payment. Okay. Of course, there is PayPal fees. There are fees which are incurred when you have such um, processors, payment processors, and you must be aware of the fees. CRM software, I'm happy that some of you have done research and included um, the part on CRM, but there's few students who have completely missed CRM and payment gateway and they have lost marks. Note that in e-commerce or digital marketing, using the transactions and recording records of customers in your CRM is very important. Okay. Then we have the classical digital marketing plan. This is normal. And then the final and few notes is those who have given conclusion and recommendation and more marks. There are grammatical mistakes which you could have avoided because you're doing academic writing for a postgraduate level. It is expected to you for you to write very good papers, and most of you have researched and included a good list of references. Okay, some have even included 20, which is very good. So again, I hope all of you have received your marks, and if there's any problem, please send me an email today itself so that I know this is done. And if anybody by any chance has done any website for the company, then they can just email me. I can have a look if ever you have done. But in my assignment batch, I always had the idea to give to students to prepare an e-commerce website, but I have not done it yet. But in other modules, my students prepare a website where they present their website, and then I give feedback on them. But if any of you has any website for me to have a look and just give some advice, I will gladly do so. Okay, so I hope by now all the students are connected. Okay, if any of your friends, you can WhatsApp or SMS and or phone or call, you can please do so and tell them to join the class. It is our last and I think an important class. Okay, so as usual, it is a 40 minutes Zoom call, and then we will disconnect. And if you have any questions, as usual, you can send me via chat, or if you wish to talk, I will let you talk. So that's the e-commerce module where we have studied the different modules like your e-commerce foundations, legal and ethical issues, infrastructure, the business strategies, web marketing goals, uh, and intranets and extranets and payment gateways. So this is the course objective. This module is giving you a grounding in e-commerce, and it is here to help you to become an effective and successful manager. If anybody has not been acquainted too much with e-commerce, it is high time to use some e-commerce platforms, either locally or internationally, and to know how it works. So that tomorrow, as a manager, you can recommend that, yes, this is an experience that I had on an e-commerce platforms, and I believe that it will be good for our organization. So you need to know the emerging issues of managing e-commerce in modern businesses, the ICT infrastructure and framework. In the manual, there is more details about client server and TCP/IP and all the protocols. So please go and read it. The business model, legal and ethical, marketing strategies, and apply e-commerce in your business. I think in your assignment, this was required from you. That is, you need to think as an e-commerce consultant and as an e-business expert, and then apply it into a business situation. Okay, so module one. So we have many slides, and I will not go through in detail in all the slides, but just quickly, and I will highlight anything very important. Yes, that's the basic. That is, you have a brand, and then the brand wishes to have an e-commerce website. First of all, there is the process of brainstorming and coming around what's the domain name you wish to purchase. And for your assignment, I have put some comments like what is the domain name you are advising the company to purchase? What is its cost? Are you aware that there's a difference in the cost for .mu and .com? That are you aware that there is a difference if you purchase .org and .net, for example? Now we are having many types of domain name extensions like .news, like we have the website Inside News, that is inside.news, okay? Or we have .solution, so many .guru, many other domain name extensions are now available. And you can go on the websites of many registrars like OVH, GoDaddy, and Gandhi.net, where you can type the domain name and have a look at the list of extensions that are here. That's where it all starts. Okay, for example, any organization need to have a good domain name. For example, for your university, it's open.ac.mu, so it's easy to remember. Okay, if instead you propose Open University of Mauritius.ac.mu, it's long and it's a bit hard to remember. Okay, so that's why it's very important the choice of domain name, because this is where many people will type into their browser, into their smartphone to enter. Yes, always put good multimedia content. Yes, these are some of the points. You will notice that in the course, I always stress about the advantages of a CRM. For example, if you collect emails from your website, you tell people to sign up to your newsletter, then these email addresses are collected on your CRM, and over time, you can communicate with these people. Or you can export the data in a CRM to an email marketing software like MailChimp, and then from there you can devise newsletters to be sent regularly to your subscribers. Okay. So me on my blog, I collect email addresses, and then I have put an automation like it is called email automation. Like every Friday and Tuesday, do send an email to all the subscribers automatically of all my recent blog posts. Okay. So this also email automation. Also, you can research about this term because this is something that is becoming very common in the field of digital, in the field of e-commerce. That is, we are looking for solutions where we can implement automation, where with the use of software, we can influence the behavior of users, okay, just by using software which is designed to do something. For example, if on your smartphone you have WhatsApp installed, then it will influence your behavior. For example, you receive a notification and then it will influence your behavior. Something will strike in your mind. If you have installed Facebook Messenger, you will notice that it is here to influence your behavior. It is here to take your attention whenever it wants to take, okay? Yes, that's the classic explanation of domain name and web hosting. Make sure that until the exams you understand all these technical jargons, and you are able to explain clearly in the exams paper. So this is a bit about the procedure of purchasing a domain name. Sorry, then in our first class, there is always an activity that I like to do with my students is to break the ice, use your internet connected device and open a website or any international e-commerce website, and then go and place an order and see how it goes. See whether the guy comes to do the delivery, and and takes your payment, and see after time whether you can call an after sales service and what happens. Okay, so this will help you to maybe answer these kind of questions. That is, uh, what do you notice about the product catalog of an e-commerce website? How do you find the experience of checkout process? Okay. Si Pansy Dibambe, I don't know how you will answer these exams question. Okay, you won't be able to invent because uh, because the exams question will ask you with reference to which website. Okay, and each e-commerce website is different in terms of its product catalog, for example. So I will check. I always, when I correct answers, I check to what specifically you are making reference. So the delivery time, for example, if you mention an international website, of course the delivery time will be affected because it is from another country. The delivery is coming. Yes, when you're in when you're on e-commerce website, whether you are using these kind of options. Okay. Voilà. Voilà. So it is important for you to notice all these little things like is the website secure? Search engine optimize. I have the habit of mentioning that you go on Google, you type the product you are looking for, and whether you have found that website just by typing the keyword. Okay, and this will be able to answer that whether you find that this website is search engine optimized. That is, they are visible on the search. So here are some more essential elements of an e-commerce product page. Okay, if you still remember the first class, I normally show a the homepage where we discuss about the different features, the page title, the logo, the navigation, the banners, the rich multimedia contents, the videos, and then what are the key content that are on the home page, and then whether there is good photography. Okay. Um, I can ask a question like the importance of hiring a professional photographer. Okay. Why would you advise the business owner to do so? Why would you advise that we have the images in a clear white background instead of background spectrality? Okay. And also, if you want to go on marketplaces, that is, if the owner wants to sell, that is, have their own website, their own brand website, but at the same time sell on other websites like Price Guru, which is a marketplace. You can ask to become a seller there, or to big international websites like eBay UK, eBay USA. Then these websites will ask you to have your products in a clear white background. They are they are strict about these features. And of course, the more product images you have, normally there's a table for product photography. Okay, there's a special table where there are lights and different types of lights, and then the photographers they place their camera and then they take the photos of these products. And product images should be well taken because you can go on a website and see like a cosmetic product. On the picture, it looks big, but when it comes, it's just a very small box. So you are disappointed. So as you can see, it is very important that you as a you will instruct your web developer how the e-commerce website should look like, and then when the web developer is developing your website for you, then he's implementing all these features. Like for example, they are call to action. Okay, that is the buy now button is in good colors, okay? Very attractive. The description are here. That is, one can easily read the product description and make a purchase decision after reading these description. Customer reviews, yes, it is a very powerful feature because the more people have left a review, and it is a proof that the product performs good, or it is an actual description that the product is not good, then reviews, genuine reviews will uh, can tell a powerful story. Okay? Trust factor is very important. Okay, for example, there is the website Trust Pilot, and many people go on this kind of website to read reviews, and then they make a purchase decision. Okay, for the e-commerce exams, I often ask questions about um, a glossary of terms. Okay, and there are different terms which I think you must know. Okay, so I have put a list, and you can research and you will find the answers on the internet. And some of them I have already given you here, the definition, but you can go and continue to research on the internet so that you have more insight about these terms, and you can give examples of them. And always I get students who unfortunately confused between ads and AdSense. These are two different platforms, and please get it right. Just understand the difference that one is for advertisers and the second is for publishers. Okay, uh, take the example of a company will approach ads, Google Ads, because they want to advertise. Okay, but a content creator like a YouTuber or a blogger or a news website will adopt AdSense because they want to display ads. Okay, so there must be two. One, the platforms, the websites for displaying ads, and secondly, the advertising platform where store owners, they can pay Google for their ads to be displayed on the internet. So that's two opposite poles that you need to uh, make a difference. Very important. Many students lose mark just because they are unable to distinguish these two features. Okay, so Zoom will end in a few minutes. Let us complete the glossary, and then we will connect. We will connect again uh, to continue our Zoom class. Yes, these are all the terms that maybe you have noticed on an e-commerce website, but you have never clicked and read the returns policy, or you have never clicked and read about the privacy policy. And as you know, there are issues on e-commerce, and well, there are separate slides for it, but you need to know. For example, cancellation and changes. If you read this policy, it is where the person will know that what about returns. There are three. There is firstly payment policy, returns policy, and shipping policy. Okay, so these are the three that are, I think it is here. Payment policy is like whether you can accept payment by what are the terms for accepting payment, but that is immediate payment. Okay, that is you can pay immediately, or cash on delivery, or stuff like that about the payment policy. It's not on the slide. Okay. But normally for merchants, this is something that we need to set up, as the other policies are here on the slide. Yes, so these I have the glossary for my revision classes. They keep on increasing, and I add new terms. So I think in this slide there are new terms like social media management software, for example, Buffer, Buffer, or Hootsuite. Please go and open the website and you can create a free account where you connect your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and where you can try posting a post simultaneously on these different social networking websites. Okay, because just think of a company where they manage two brands and they want to have at one go a series of posts, a series of photos to be published over a calendar year. So how all these will be organized. So this is where a social media management software comes handy. And I have mention of one industry tool, SEMrush. Please go and read about it. There's also another one called Ahref. So tools, we have Hootsuite and okay. And then there are many tools by Google, which I believe it is important for you to know because as I have told in my class, we have three types of web: surface web. So all the e-commerce we are talking is about the surface web, and in the surface web we have big players who are Google, Apple, Facebook, and Amazon. So many of the tools that these big companies they put forward, they have a utility uh, that is helpful for any e-commerce manager, for any digital marketing manager. Okay, so these are the tools like Google Trends is a very interesting one, and Google Search Console, which is a must-have tool that any webmaster should use. Okay. And these are some more terms. I think some new terms also added. Yes, these are very important for you to know. Fulfilled by Amazon. The difference between fulfilled by Amazon and fulfilled by merchant. You can have a question like that, for example, to ask the difference. Okay, so have only a few minutes left on Zoom. We will connect very shortly on again on the same link, and then we continue the class. Thank you, and see you in a while.